Today, we're talking about a Hallmark love story that seemed picture perfect, but has taken a turn for the unexpected. You won't believe the details of this divorce settlement between Hallmark stars Shantal VanSanten and Victor Webster, especially the part about their pets. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around because this one is wild. Let's start with the basics. Who are Shantal VanSanten and Victor Webster? Shantal VanSanten, you may know her as Quinn James from One Tree Hill or as Becca Butcher from The Boys. This talented actress has also graced the screen in For All Mankind and starred in numerous Hallmark films such as Love Blossoms, stealing everyone's hearts along the way. She's got the looks, the charm, and the acting chops to make any role unforgettable. And then there's Victor Webster, a total Hallmark hunk. He started off as a model before transitioning into acting, making a name for himself on Days of Our Lives. But Hallmark fans adore him for his leading roles in movies like A Harvest Wedding and Homegrown Christmas. He's got that classic leading man charisma, and when he was paired with Shantal, it seemed like a match made in rom-com heaven. So how did these two cross paths and fall in love? Well, it all started in 2017 when they were cast together in the Hallmark movie Love Blossoms, a movie about romance led to, well, real-life romance.
Perfect formula.
I want to offer you a job.
To smell perfume?
You have a very rare sense of smell.
Now.
Hallmark movies have a way of making love seem magical, but for these two, the chemistry wasn't just on screen, it was real. They clicked instantly, and before you knew it, sparks were flying. Fans adored them as a couple, and their love story felt straight out of a movie script. And what a romance it was! After 4 years of dating, Victor popped the question, and in 2021, the couple tied the knot. But here's the thing. They didn't just have one wedding. Nope, they had 3. Their first ceremony was a spontaneous civil wedding in Pasadena on August 9th, 2021. Why? Because Shantal's grandfather, whom she had planned to have walk her down the aisle, had passed away unexpectedly. In a heartfelt tribute, they chose to wed on her grandparents' anniversary, making it an incredibly emotional and meaningful moment. Then came their second wedding in Minnesota, which was originally their main wedding plan. And finally, a third wedding in Northern California, where Shantal wore a special veil with a North Star, symbolizing Victor as her guiding light. Sounds like something straight out of a Hallmark movie script, right?
No, you have to help me. Maddox, help me. Because I don't have the I'm just gonna hold on to you. I'm gonna skate with you.
But as we know, fairy tales don't always have happy endings. In January 2023, just over a year after their trio of weddings, yes, 3 separate ceremonies, Victor filed for divorce. The reason? The classic Hollywood breakup phrase, irreconcilable differences. Because, of course, that explains everything. By April 2023, the divorce was finalized, and let's just say the details of their settlement are, well, let's call them unique. There really is no word to describe it because we have just never heard of this before. When a couple calls it quits, we expect the usual division of assets, arguments over real estate, maybe even a battle over who gets the good espresso machine. But this is on another level. All right, let's get into the part that has everyone talking, their pet custody agreement. Yes, you heard me right. Divorce settlements can get messy, but when pets are involved, oh boy, things can go from awkward to outright bizarre, and this case is no exception. Victor has been granted full custody of their beloved dog, Nova. Now, normally, one person gets the pet, and that's that. But no, not this time. Enter the most detailed, legally binding, and downright expensive visitation agreement you've ever seen. Shantal, despite not having primary custody, has official visitation rights. Sounds simple? Just wait. There are rules. And when I say rules, I mean pages and pages of them. And let's just say, they really are not joking about it because this comes with a heavy fine if not followed to the letter. For starters, every time Shantal takes Nova for an extended visit, she is required to send Victor updates about the dog's location. And I'm not talking about the casual, hey, Nova's at the dog park kind of updates. We're talking geotracked, time-stamped photographic evidence. Essentially, she has to prove the dog isn't on some secret vacation to a luxury pet spa without Victor knowing. But that's not even the crazy part. If Shantal keeps Nova for more than 3 weeks, she owes Victor $10,000 for every extra day. Yes, you read that correctly. $10,000 per day. For a dog, that is some next level pet parenting, folks. To put that into perspective, if she were to keep Nova for just 5 extra days, that's a whopping $50,000. That's a brand new car. That's a down payment on a house. That's the kind of money people spend on a luxury vacation to the Maldives. And yet, here we are, talking about a fine for extra cuddle time with a dog. Now this raises a few questions. Who came up with this absurd amount? Did Victor's lawyers just throw out a number to see if Shantal would flinch? Or was this the result of some late-night, emotionally charged negotiation where one of them decided, you know what, let's put a price on love. And let's not forget, how do you even enforce this? Does Nova have a built-in GPS tracker? Is there a team of lawyers ready to pounce the moment Shantal crosses the 21-day mark? Imagine being the lawyer who has to draft a legal letter stating, as of today, you owe our client $30,000 because you exceeded the agreed upon cuddle quota. But wait, there's more. If Shantal fails to pay up, what happens then? Do they go to court over it? Does Victor show up at her house demanding Nova back, along with a giant invoice? Do they settle this like responsible adults? Or does this turn into a reality show level drama where every moment is dissected in the tabloids? And then there are their two cats, Finnegan and Philippa. They won't be staying with either of them. Instead, Victor's brother, Vince Webster, will be their official caretaker, and get this, Shantal will be paying Vince $750 per cat per year as long as both cats remain alive and under his care. I mean, this is the first time I've seen a divorce settlement that functions like a pet rental agreement. Now, let's talk money. Unlike many Hollywood divorces, there's no spousal support here. Instead, Shantal has to pay Victor $25,000 to balance out the sale of their Los Angeles home. Pretty straightforward, right? And speaking of their home, it's on the market and they'll split the profits. That's at least a cleaner break compared to their pet situation. Now, you might be wondering, how do Shantal and Victor feel about the breakup? Well, they didn't say much directly, but their social media posts say a lot. On July 1st, Shantal posted a quote that seemed to be throwing some major shade. It said, "Love is not meant to hurt. Love is not meant to be given in the bare minimum. There is power in letting go of anything that is forcing you to let go of yourself." Oof, that sounds deep and extremely cryptic. And then, on July 2nd, Victor shared a quote of his own, talking about wanting a love that is calm, stable, and brings peace, not constant little heart attacks and high anxiety. I don't know about you, but it sounds like these two had very different ideas about what love should feel like. So what is next for both of them? Since then, Shantal has been embracing single life. She's been seen out and about, enjoying vacations, attending events, and collaborating with brands. If her social media is any indication, she's channeling all her energy into self-care and career growth. Victor, on the other hand, has been relatively low-key. While he continues to focus on his acting career, his posts suggest he's been spending time with family and close friends, keeping things more private. Maybe he's taking some time to reflect on everything that went down. Fans, of course, have been buzzing nonstop about this split. While some are devastated, others can't get over the bizarre pet custody details. Is $10,000 per day really necessary? And why involve a third party for the cats? These are the questions that have taken over social media discussions. But hey, Hollywood relationships are never boring, right? So there you have it. A love story that started on a Hallmark movie set, turned into a fairy tale wedding, or three, and ended in one of the most bizarre divorce settlements we've ever seen. What do you guys think? Were you shocked by the $10,000 pet custody clause? Do you believe in love after a Hallmark heartbreak? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about their divorce settlement? And before you go, please take a second to like, share, and subscribe for more juicy Hollywood updates. Every little bit of support helps our channels keep churning out weekly videos. And consider becoming a member today for exclusive first looks, and even possibly getting your username shouted out in a video. Thanks for all your support and for watching. Until next time.